Manthara, it took her a long time to convince Kaikeyi. And by her association, she became cruel-hearted, hard-hearted, and demoniac. How is this possible? She was a loving, virtuous devotee of Ram, who changed in every way. She became spiteful, envious, and hateful. This is a very important lesson, because this is how material energy works. Jivera Swarupoi Krishnera Nitya Das. Every living being is by nature a loving servant of God. Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunoi Sravanadi Sudhi Cheti Koriye Udai. The pure love of God is within every heart of every living being. We are all part of Krishna. The body is a gross vehicle, or as Gita explains, like a gross dress that we're temporarily wearing. And the subtle body of the mind, intelligence, and ego is a subtle covering. But they are both temporary. The Atma, the soul, is the true identity of every person. Unfortunately, in today's world, the most important of all knowledge is neglected. Gita describes Raja Vidya Rajaguyam Pavitram Uttamam. The king of knowledge, the most important of all knowledge, is to understand who we are, what is our nature, and to act according to that nature. The various professions, trades, or forms of education that we get in the worldly sense are meant to give us abilities, intelligence and abilities by which we could perform the work of the soul. Just like, for instance, Arjuna was warrior. He learned from Dronacharya the art of being a warrior very well as a statesman and a politician. He used it all with the wisdom of the Gita to understand who I am and what is the real fulfillment of my inner spiritual desires. What is my relationship with God? Who am I? Where am I coming from? Why is there suffering? Who is God? What is my relationship with God? What is the nature of death and what is beyond? These are the fundamental, most basic, essential questions of life. Actually, cultured, civilized societies, this was the basic foundation of all knowledge. And then mathematics and language and technology and science is built upon that foundation to do wonderful things in this world. But unfortunately, in this age of Kali, there is a widespread, unfortunate epidemic of avidya, or ignorance. In fact, Gita explains the nature of Kali, that what is religion is taken to be irreligion, and what is irreligion is taken to be religion. What is the purpose of yoga? Religion, spirituality. It is to purify the heart and awaken the natural divine propensities within us. And then according to our occupation or according to our duties in this world, we express that inner revelation of divinity. Aham bija pratapita. Krishna tells, I am the supreme father of all living entities, the supreme mother of all living entities. So to love God naturally, spontaneously, love of every living being is inevitable. Compassion to every living being is inseparable from a pure heart. So today, sectarianism, bigotry, terrorism, in the name of God, what does that mean? That means no understanding, no revelation, simply taking egoistic contaminations of the heart and labeling them as religion. Without a philosophy. Kaikeyi, she was a pure soul. She loved Ram. She was a compassionate mother. She loved Ram as Kausalya loved Ram from his very birth. But by the association of this mantra, gradually her mind became corrupted. So association is so very, very important for our youth and for everybody, because who you associate with is what you become. Our Guru Dev would give the example, if you put iron rod in fire, it becomes hot like fire. If you say, no, it's an iron rod, touch it, and you will be burnt as if you touched fire directly. So if we associate with people who are filled with envy, anger, greed, pride, then those qualities inevitably will affect us. If we don't think they will, that means we're really being affected. It's not a matter of maybe they will or maybe they won't. It's the law of nature. What you associate with, you take those qualities. Therefore, the Shastra tells us, sadhu sangha sarva sastra koi lavamatra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. If you associate with sadhu, real sadhu, one who is actually pure in heart, one who is actually servant of the servant of all living beings in the service of God, one who actually has a taste not to criticize others but to chant and glorify God, that association awakens those qualities that are dormant within our own heart and gives us the determination to follow the process of purification by which we can attain spiritual perfection.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on thesacredconnect.com.